guys, it's Mrs. Thalen. I can't believe that it is already the last week of school. It is crazy that it has gone by so fast, and you guys have done such a great job doing virtual learning. I know that it was very different for all of us this year, but you guys were flexible, and most of you did a great job turning in your work and showing up for book clubs or discussions. This week for reading, what we're going to do is I'm going to have you try to do a book report in a bag. So what you're going to need is either a brown grocery bag, or even if you have like a brown lunch bag or any bag where you can really decorate the outside of it. So then what you're going to do is you're going to choose one of your favorite books that you have read this year. So think back all the way to the beginning of the year. What was one book that you would recommend to other people that you really liked and you remember a lot about? So then what you're going to do is, so I have my bag here. It's a brown shopping bag. Is on the outside of your bag, you're going to include, so you're going to decorate the outside of the bag according to your book. So you can include pictures and artwork relevant to the novel. You want to include the title and author of the novel. So when you're doing this, so mine, I did Tiger Rising. So I know I'm not the greatest artist, but I have my title, Tiger Rising. I have the author, and then I have a picture of a tiger and the star for the Kentucky Star on my bag. If you have a printer at home, you can print out and put them on. My printer is not working right now, so I just drew and I did the best that I could. I know it's not perfect, but I am also not Mr. Elliott and an artist. So that's the outside of my bag. Then inside your bag, you want to try to find items that symbolize different characters, setting, plots, or themes in your story. So when I was thinking about this, for me, I don't have a lot of like toys or different things that represented some of the things in the story. So I did my best to try to think of things that I like, items that I could include. But then if I wasn't able to think of an item, or like if I didn't have the item I was thinking about, I just drew it. So what you'll do is then on Thursday, we're going to share our book bags with the class. And for each item in the bag, you'll have to explain the relevance and meaning that the item holds in the novel. So if we look at, so we have mine. So now if I take out items, so I have keys, and this symbolizes Rob and Sistine deciding whether or not to take the keys that Beauchamp gave them and let the tiger out. Then I have a bird or a dove. This is one of my Christmas ornaments. This symbolizes Cricket, the bird that Rob talks to the woman at the hotel about. So this symbolizes the bird. Willie Mae. Sorry, I could not think of it. Okay, then I have in here, I have like ointment cream, because in the story, it talked a lot about how Rob had the rash on his legs and he needed to let the sadness go, and his dad rubbed the ointment on his legs. So I found just cream or rash cream. These two items, I had one of them, but it wouldn't be able to fit in my bag. So I drew a picture of it. That is the suitcase. So it's not an actual suitcase, but a suitcase where Rob keeps his feelings inside. That was a major part of the story. They talked a lot about that. And then the last one that I had, I did not have this item as well, but it was a star to represent the Kentucky Star Motel where Rob lived. So those are my 5 items. So again, I tried to find as many as I could. It didn't take me, like, I didn't all of a sudden know right away what items I'm going to put. It took me a little while to think back to my story and what parts were important, and then think about, what items, it's kind of like a scavenger hunt. What items do I have around the house that could possibly represent this? So it's kind of fun to think back to the story and then try to find items that might represent parts of the story. So this is going to be your job today. And then on Thursday, what we'll do is we'll share our bags and the items that you found in your bags. So then it'll give students some ideas of some good books to read over the summer that you can check out at the library. So I hope you have fun doing this. I did. Again, just do your best. If you don't have a paper bag, put it in a plastic bag and then put pictures, like, I know you could take these pictures and paste or like tape them on, improvise. If you don't have the materials, just do your best and still try to do this to think back to the books that you've read this year. I can't wait to see your bags and see what you guys have found.